Did you know that one of the worst massacres in human history was committed by a European army toward Muslim civilians? In 1095, the Byzantine emperor sent an appeal to the Catholic Pope, Urban II, begging for an army to help fight against the several different Muslim empires close to his border. Some 24 years earlier, the Turkic Muslim Empire, the Seljuks, defeated the Byzantines at the Battle of Manzikert, which established a lasting Muslim presence in what is now modern-day Turkey, increasing the fear that the Byzantine Empire would collapse. Pope Urban saw this as an opportunity to assert papal authority over Western Europe and to end the infighting between the Christian empires. This was achieved by placing the conquest of Jerusalem from the Muslims as the end goal and painting Muslims as the enemy. This was called a holy war, and economic and spiritual rewards were promised. So when the Pope issued the call, thousands responded, from princes to peasants, from old to young. These massive crusader armies pillaged their way through Byzantine lands, and then what is now modern-day Turkey, Syria, and the Levant until they arrived outside the gates of Jerusalem on June 7th, 1099. The crusader army that arrived at the gates of Jerusalem was roughly between 12 to 15,000, with over 1,000 knights. The army within Jerusalem had about 4,000 defenders. The majority of those were loosely trained infantry or archers. For 5 weeks, the Crusaders laid siege to Jerusalem. The siege was held on two fronts, with a sizable crusading army besieging from the north and a separate one from the south. On July 15th, 1099, the Crusaders broke through Jerusalem's defenses from the north and entered the city. Now on the way to Jerusalem, the crusading army was murderous. Along the way, they massacred European Jews and Orthodox Greeks. They sacked Antioch and other Seljuk cities, but the worst atrocity occurred within the walls of Jerusalem. When the Crusaders entered Jerusalem, they massacred everyone in sight. Historians say that it was a sustained massacre that lasted for days. Muslims hid in Al-Aqsa and the Dome of the Rock, and even there, they would not be spared. One of the Crusaders, Raymond de Aguilars, wrote, "In the temple and porch of Solomon, men rode in blood up to their knees and bridle reins." Another wrote that blood flowed so forcefully and deeply that it carried the limbs of those who were slain. At the end of the massacre, 70,000 Muslims died, and Jerusalem was in the hands of the Crusaders.